Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Warner's reissue of the complete Shostakovich symphonies and other goodies with Maris Jansons and like 8 different orchestras, I think, like bazillions of different orchestras. Now, this is not exactly the same as the previous Shostakovich symphony box, which I have down in the overflow room. I think we've had a look at it there, and I think I have one here up here too, probably a couple of them. And then there's the big Jansons. I've got that too. So yeah, we have this. Here's the point. The previous box omitted the concertos, which are all here. I mean, I don't know, do they have all of them? Or are they just, no, it's the cello concertos 1 and 2 with Truls Mork, and the piano concertos. Right? There's Piano Concerto 1, Piano Concerto 2 with Mikhail Rudy. And and those are very good. And also the Songs and Dances of Death, which were left out of the last box. They originally came coupled to the 10th Symphony. Well, they're back. And you also get, let's see, the 2 jazz suites, the Tahiti Trot, the suite from the Gadfly, the Chamber Symphony, the 8th Quartet Chamber Symphony. And yeah. So there's a bunch of other stuff that wasn't originally boxed up. And so now this takes 13 CDs, and it's a very good Shostakovich cycle, despite all the different orchestras and all that. Let me just tell you who does what and what the highlights are, and we'll be in business. I mean, Jansons, who struck me as someone who never really found himself in some ways, but his Shostakovich was as close as he got. It was really, really good. And his Tchaikovsky, his Russian stuff was good. But he didn't ever really, I think, make a statement with any one particular composer. But this is a fine, fine cycle. Let's not be crazy here. So the Symphony No. 1 is with the Berlin Philharmonic, along with the first piano concerto, which is excellent, with Mikhail Rudy and Ole Edvard Antonsen, trumpet. So there's that one. Then we've got Symphonies 2 and 12 with the Bavarian Radio. Well, no one ever is going to write home about Symphony No. 12. Some people like it best. I've heard it. People have commented. So there you go. It's a good performance, and No. 2 is a good performance. I mean, it's No. 2. Nobody pays much attention to it. No. 3 and No. 14. 14 is very, very fine. That's also with Bavarian Radio. With Larissa Gogolevskaya, yeah, and Sergei Alexashkin. Really, really depressing performance, which is what you want it to be. It's perfectly fine. 4th Symphony with Bavarian Radio, quite good. You need more tam-tam. Bavarian Radio needs a better tam-tam. Sorry, they do. No. 5, a surprisingly edgy and good performance with the Vienna Phil. You wouldn't have expected it, along with that Chamber Symphony, which from String Quartet No. 8. Then we've got Symphonies 6 and 9 with Oslo. Probably the least interesting disc in the batch. Nicely played, neat, professional, but not gripping in the way the music can be, or witty in the way that the music can be. Shostakovich 7 with Leningrad. Yeah, really exciting. First rate. Absolutely first rate with the Leningrad Phil. I mean, when they were still the Leningrad Phil, before they became St. Petersburg. Sharp, razor sharp, sharp as a knife, just like his Rachmaninoff cycles, Rachmaninoff symphonies and symphonic dances, those wonderful performances. Really first grade. I mean, this whole cycle was recorded over like 14 years, quite a long time. So the sound varies a little bit too, but it's very good. Symphony No. 8, Pittsburgh Symphony. And you get a rehearsal with Pittsburgh. Very, very fun to listen to, both. Excellent performance of the 8th. No. 10 is with Philadelphia. It's first class, absolutely. And the Songs and Dances of Death, orchestrated by Shostakovich with Robert Lloyd. It's great to have that back because it's a wonderful orchestration, and of course it's fun to listen to. Then we've got Symphony No. 11 with Philly, which is also wonderful. One of you pointed out you can actually hear all the percussion at the end, the tam-tam, the cymbals, the bells. It's, oh, yes. The Jazz Suite 1 and the Waltz from Jazz Suite 2. Just the waltz. They should do the whole damn thing. It's wonderful. And the Tahiti Trot, which is T for 2 in Shostakovich's demented little orchestration. Then we've got Bobby Yar with Sergei Alexashkin and Bavarian Radio. A powerful performance. A dark, heavy performance of a dark, heavy symphony. That's good. Number 15, Piano Concerto number 2, and the Gadfly Suite with the London Phil. Those are also quite good. 15 is nicely paced. It really is. It has a lot more interest than a lot of other performers generally bring to it. It's not all saggy and dull. It's a good performance. And the cello concertos with Trolls-Mork and the London Phil, which are excellent, and that's really a very, very positive impression. I mean, going through this and sampling here and there. I mean, I've listened to it 100 times, so I haven't listened to it again, all of it, but I did go back and listen to the things that I thought were a little bit less good and checked out spots and all that. And the favorable impression that I've always had of most of these performances certainly remains. So if you're looking for a decent Shostakovich cycle, I mean, a really good one, and good sonics that's by a guy who really gets the style, and you want these concertos and other goodies too, then get this. It's a no-brainer. It really is. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.